it's Sarah or Lovely Day here with another video. Today I have a desktop drum kit that I think should work well as a prop for my BJDs. Now I have Millie here today because I figure she, out of all of my dolls, would be most into this sort of thing. I dressed her up like this a little while ago and I really just don't want to take her out of it. I love it so much. Even though it's a bit mismatched, I think it works really well. I love that it shows off her underbust tattoo. You can kind of see a little bit of her arm tattoo as well. And I mean, it just accentuates her longness in the best way possible. For anyone curious, Millie is a resin soul me. I actually put in all of my video descriptions a list of my dolls and where you can buy them if they are available for purchase somewhere, so be sure to check that out if you are curious. Fun fact about Millie as well, she is my oldest doll that I own. Her unboxing video is up on my channel and I'll link it up around here somewhere. Now, I've actually had this in my possession for quite some time, probably close to half a year at this point. I bought it from the warehouse here in New Zealand for about $12 if I remember correctly, and yeah, as far as I know, they are still available there. This is a store in New Zealand, so if you're local, you'll be able to hopefully pick one up for yourself, but otherwise I'm sure there are other versions of this elsewhere in the world. Just search up desktop drum kit. There was also a desktop golf thing and other such novelty items. What obviously drew me to it was the fact that it is small and hopefully scaled appropriately for my dolls. It doesn't have an exact scale on it, so I will have to figure that out when I open it up. It says that the drums are real and the cymbal too, and it's easy to assemble, which is always good. The main thing it's missing for sake of me using it for my dolls is a stool or something for them to sit on, but I'm sure I'll be able to find something to make it work, at least for now. My only other concern is that it might not be very high, but there's only one way to find out, so let's crack into it. Looking good so far. It is already bigger than I thought it would be, so that is definitely a plus. I don't know what it was about seeing it like this, but from the size of this person's hands, I thought this would be like, you know, about that big for the biggest drum, but that's the size of the small one, so it's good. Starting off well. Here we have one of the smaller drums. It has springs on the sides. Now I don't know anything when it comes to drums, but from my perspective it looks pretty legit, at least for something at this scale. Here we have the big drum and inside is all of the pieces. Aside from what I would assume is the stand, we also have a cymbal in here as well as some instructions. At the bottom of the box there was this, which I can only assume is for the cymbal to go on, and unfortunately there's only one drumstick, unless it's somewhere else somehow. I think I might have got a dud as far as that's concerned, but I mean, it's better than nothing, and it's kind of a bit big for what I would want it to be with my dolls anyway, so I was probably going to have to make my own drumstick anyway. Looking closer at the drums themselves, they have rock and roll written on the face as well as on the sides, and there's also a picture of a drum set there. I like how the outsides are red and they have this speckly pattern on them. They're not textured at all though, even though they might appear that way. Maybe they don't. My lights are making it look really shiny. And in fact, when you look from the inside, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, but you can see where this outer bit is joined together. It seems like it's just some sort of cardboard. And because I cannot help myself, I am going to give it a little go right now. Sounds good to me. At the front of the instructions there is a list of what should be included. There are meant to be 2 drumsticks, funnily enough, but oh well. I won't bore you with the actual instructions. I'll just get on to putting this together right now and leave you with the time lapse. assembled drum set. I'm really happy with it. It's a bit bigger than I thought it would be, but I do think if I place it in front of Millie, it looks pretty good size-wise. The main problem, of course, is that the stand is quite short. When I put it down, it does sit quite low. In saying that though, I feel like that's where it needs to be for sake of a drum set, so as long as I'm able to get a seat for Millie, it shouldn't look too bad. It was really easy to put together, everything just kind of slotted in nicely. It's not the sturdiest thing in the world, but considering what it is and what I paid for it, I'm really impressed. It is just sad that I only have one of these, so for sake of me giving it a go right now, I'm not going to be able to have as much fun as I would otherwise, you know? And that is why I don't play the drums. Doll prop aside, it would make a really neat gift if you know someone who is just super into drums or just wants to, you know, annoy their co-workers, or if they're working from home, annoy their family, or just, you know, annoy people in general. Instead of drumming their fingers on their desk, they can just kind of drum this. I really should just bring this with me everywhere so that whenever I say a joke that is totally awesome and not a bad joke at all, I can just go. I will say that it's probably better suited to 1/3 scale than 1/4 scale, but there are no rules. If you like the look of it, I'm sure you could find something similar and it would work regardless. Who says your 1/4 scale doll isn't allowed to have an oversized drum set? No one. No one. As soon as I'm able to find a little seat to go along with it, I'll be sure to post a picture, probably on Instagram or otherwise, of one of my dolls, probably Millie, rocking out on this drum set. And I guess there's really not much else to say about it. Novelty items such as this that are meant for like little tabletop or desk sized things are often really good for props for dolls. So if you are one of those people like me who is always on the lookout for little things and wants a heads up on what to look for, I would definitely recommend these sorts of items. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below telling me what you think of it. If you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you joined me here. I upload a new video every weekend. Thank you so much for watching, it has been lovely, and I'll catch you in another video sometime soon.